I'll be honest, I kind of love RGC because I'm a form whore. I posted a lot on their site,
Yes.
and I mean, what can I say? It's just a loving community. Everybody is accepting.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and that's, the basis, and I can speak firsthand knowledge, you know, of that. Uh, and we're doing some things to improve, and really outreach to the competitive side of things, esports. I'm in charge of all of that. I'm the esports director there. So I'm working on some things to really bring, competitive gaming inside of RGC with, live streaming, tournaments, interviews, things like that. And that we do have forums, obviously. We're creating, good ideas, something. I don't want to announce too much, but it's something that we're definitely working on. So it should be
Now,
pretty
here's a
exciting.
question for RGC. Are you guys planning on sponsoring in Black Ops 2?
Yes, we are. I've had a lot of people contact me, on Twitter, and also, on the RGC Twitter, it gets a lot of feed, and also through email. But I will announce and say this, again, we aren't, doing it now, and people are, asking me. We'll announce that when it comes, when the time comes. Like I said, we're working on some different things and some different partnerships and avenues. So when the time comes, we'll make the announcement, and then we'll really look into investing into some teams.
Now, are you looking to get pro or amateur teams?
Yeah, that's a good question too. I really think amateurs, need love. They need to be given some love.
I agree.
And it's a unique situation because the whole reason for sponsorships, is one, you're gonna make some money back. A majority of sponsors, sponsor you a team to go to an event, and they get profit money back. They don't take everything, but they generally take 50% back. Sometimes more, sometimes less. But it's really about getting your name out there, getting your organization or your company's name out there. So obviously everybody knows Optic or Envious and stuff like that.
So you want to get a low-name team and build them up?
We're kind of, it's kind of interesting. I kind of want to do a little bit of both, because a pro team with known players is going to get, people's attention. People are going to know who they are. But I've found in the history of doing this that generally AM players are more loyal and hardworking towards a sponsor, because they, it needs to be earned. So it's a unique avenue, it's a unique route, and it's kind of wish-washy back and forth. But it's something that we're still debating and talking about.
Okay. Well, you guys better sponsor me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I mean, it was my buddy Chris or Parasite, from Collapse, actually had tweeted something out the other day that was kind of perfect, and basically said, Modern Warfare 3 wasn't really a waste, but it was a time to really get your team out there, to get a following, to get an interest, and I think that's actually something that's very accurate. It hasn't really been a waste. I mean, obviously you want it on the competitive scene. You want something to be there with like MLG or something, but there's other avenues, and it's definitely something that you can build on, because you can't just be an overnight sensation necessarily. It normally takes a long time. So
I kind of disagree with that because Collapse and MLG Columbus, they placed second, and that was overnight thing.
Well, I mean, that was brought together with different players, and a lot of them have already had been playing, and so they bring them together. But a lot of people knew them, but they continuously, by sticking generally together and having that team name, are building it up, and it's a continuous thing. So even with this season, Modern Warfare 3, where it's just a lot of different smaller online tournaments and things like that, with the UMG LAN and the All Sports online tournament, there's different avenues for marketing yourself as a player and as a team, and even as an organizations and companies. So you may get that that high placing. People are like, oh my gosh, Collapse, where'd they come from? You look a little deeper. The team and the players. It's understandably why. And hard work and dedication really pays off. And if you put in that effort, you'll see dividends.
Yeah, I have a question for you now.
Okay.
Do you ever plan on attending UMG or UMAD Galen?
Yeah, I actually wanted to go to the Chicago one, but some things came up, and I was not able to go. I definitely, I always support, the community, COD community especially. Not saying that we're not going to be not doing anything with Halo and League of Legends and some of these, fighter games, StarCraft. But I have a distinct love for Call of Duty. So I definitely will be, in the future attending events and things of that nature, because there's no way of getting out of that, that passion that I have for it.
Okay. For Black Ops 2, what gun do you want to see return?
What gun do I want to see return? Oof. That's a good one. It's interesting because it's going to be futuristic. I'm not for sure exactly what they're going to have. The FAMAS.
Well, it's already confirmed that the FAMAS.
Yeah. As so that was something. That was the bread and butter gun. For Call of Duty, competitive wise for Black Ops. So I kind of people, the companies, Treyarch, they have set, gun strengths, and after, a while, they usually come in, they nerf some guns and change how things are. So really, it's open to whatever. Once that comes out, everybody will get the feel for what the best guns are to use, and go from there.
I didn't even watch that.
Yeah, definitely.
That's pretty legit.
Now, personally, I want to see the AK-74U to return.
Yeah, that was a that was definitely a gun that I liked, for Black Ops. But like I said, there's a long list. I know that they'll try and add some new things, to spice it up. So I'm just patiently waiting, and we'll see.
Yep, I agree exactly what you just said. Now, what do you feel about MLG's prize pool? Do you think it should go higher or keep the same?
That really goes on to the company's organization, themselves, on how they want to do things and how they want to do the prizes. Doing 100%, payout, a 75%, whatever. Every company and organization that does something like that.
Let's get sprayed through a wall. I'm not about to choke on a 100.